Hello, and welcome to our second episode of Pawsome Paw Prints. Today, I'd like to go over some of, I don't know if I call them favorite, but some of the cutest Pokemon out there, but with the creepiest, scariest Pokedex entries that you can imagine. So, starting off our list at number 10 is Beware. Beware's Pokedex entry states, this Pokemon has a habit of hugging its companions. Many trainers have their spines were crushed by its hug from Sun and Moon. That's terrifying. You have this super cute Pokemon who, when it hugs you, it kills you? I mean, that's just nuts. Alright, moving on. Number 9. Metapod. Now, I grew up with the original 151, and Metapod was always just kind of there. It wasn't really like anything. It was a placeholder between Caterpie and Butterfree. So when I read the Sun and Moon Pokedex entry, I was blown away by this. I couldn't believe how creepy this sounded. Its shell is filled with its soft innards. It doesn't move much because of the risk it might carelessly spill its innards out. Spill its innards out? Are you telling me that this just seemingly harmless, sitting here doing nothing Pokemon, just its guts would fall out of its body if it moved too much? I mean, that's bizarre. Anyway, okay, moving on to our number 8 spot. This is one of my favorite Pokemon of the new bunch, Mimikyu. Sun and Moon Mimikyu's Pokedex states, its actual appearance is unknown. The scholar who saw what it was under the rag was overwhelmed by terror and died from the shock. I mean, come on. Here you got this cute little Pikachu-like Pokemon, and we don't even know what it looks like, and if you do see what it looks like, you just have a heart attack? Oh, it's mind-boggling. Number 7 is Cubone. Now, Cubone has always been kind of a dreary Pokemon. Most people know that it wears the skull of its mother. I've heard that time and time again, and I'm sure you have too. However, did you know that according to the Ruby Sapphire Pokedex entry, it pines for the mother it will never see again. Seeing a likeness of its mother in the full moon, it cries. The stains on its skull it wears are made by the tears it sheds. How depressing is that? Not only is this skull the skull of its dead mother, but when it sees a likeness of its dead mother, it cries and leaves stains on its skull. Number 6, Yveltal. Yveltal was one of the legendary Pokemons in X and Y. It was the Y legendary, whereas Xerxes was the X legendary. Y's Pokedex entry for Yveltal states, when its life comes to an end, it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more. So, in other words, its life doesn't really end. It just turns into a cocoon, like Metapod. Hopefully its innard doesn't fall out. But it absorbs the energy of every life form around it. So, it essentially dies, but doesn't die, and kills others so it won't die. I think. Or something along those lines. And here on our number 5 spot is Spoink. The cute little gray pig with the little ball on top of its head and it bounces up and down all the time. Well, it might be cute, but its Pokedex entry from Black is disturbing to say the least. Spoink bounces around on its tail. The shock of it bouncing makes its heart pump. As a result, this Pokemon cannot afford to stop bouncing. If it stops, its heart will stop. Moving on. Number 4 spot, Drowsy. And Drowsy is creepy enough, but we'll get to Hypno in another episode. So Drowsy's Silver Pokedex entry states, it remembers every dream it eats. It rarely eats adults because children's are much tastier. Children's dreams are much tastier than adults? Are you kidding me? This Pokemon, it's bad enough that it eats dreams, but It has to go after children's dreams. So what happens when it eats the dreams? Do the children die? Do they not remember what they dream? Are they stuck in a dream world? What? It doesn't say. So our number 3 spot goes to Drifloon. Drifloon is that cute little balloon Pokemon where if you hold it like this, according to the Pokedex entry from Heart and Gold, it's whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon for a balloon and holds onto it could wind up missing. Could wind up, what is it? The Pokemon takes it into outer space? What? Some of these Pokedex entries, my gosh, they don't even explain why it's doing what it's doing. Another disturbing entry for Drifloon from Black 2 states, these Pokemon are called the signposts for wandering spirits. Children holding onto them sometimes vanish. What, just poof and it's gone? There's a lot more questions than answers in these Pokedex entries. Okay, now our number 2 spot is Glalie. Yeah, I know Glalie's not super cute, but I always liked it in the games. It was a powerful Pokemon and had great attacks. After reading this Pokedex entry, though, I'm not entirely sure if I really want to use it. Alpha Sapphire states, Glalie has the ability to freely control ice. For example, it can instantly freeze its foe solid. After immobilizing its foe in ice, this Pokemon enjoys eating it in a leisurely fashion. It takes its time eating a still alive frozen foe. How creepy is that? Our number 1, so totally cute but really creepy Pokedex entry Pokemon actually goes to 4 different Pokemon. 4 different Pokemon. Actually goes to 4 different Pokemon. All of these are Mega Evolutions. So Aerodactyl's Mega Evolution states, when it Mega Evolves, it becomes more vicious than ever before. Some say that's because its excess power is causing it pain. Gyarados' Mega Evolution states, Mega Evolution affects its brain, leaving no other function except the destructive instinct to burn everything to cinders. I thought that Gyarados was a water Pokemon. I know it's a dragon too, but I thought it was mostly a water Pokemon. And they're talking about burning everything to cinders. Mega Salamence Evolution states, Mega Evolution fuels its brutality, and it may turn on the trainer who raised it. It's been dubbed the Blood-Soaked Crescent. Blood-Soaked Crescent? Where do they get this stuff? Alright, and the last Mega Evolution goes to Glalie. Yeah, I know, it was already on the list. But trust me, it deserves to be on here twice. Glalie's Mega Evolution Pokedex entry states, the excess energy from Mega Evolution spilled over from its mouth, breaking its jaw. You ever wonder why its jaw is always open? That's why. It spews endless blizzards. Those are all from Sun and Moon. So given that these 4 Mega Evolutions are just really, really disturbing Pokedex entries, I guess it's a good thing that they don't stay Mega Evolution very long. Only from 1 battle. Well, there you have it. Those are some of my picks for really cute but totally creepy Pokedex Pokemon. Maybe you have another list. Let me know below. Maybe you know of another Pokemon that is really cute, but its Pokedex entry is really creepy. Let me know below in the comments. Thank you for joining us today on this episode of Pawsome Paw Prints. And remember, just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Bye-bye now.